Ukraine is on the edge as it anticipates Russia's retribution. After largest drone attack, Russia is expanding its ground operations now. For the first time, Russia claims its troops have entered central Ukraine's Dnipropetrovsk region. Russian troops are pushed in from occupied Donetsk after months of attempts. The Defense Ministry claims units from the 90th Tank Division crossed the border and advanced. However, the scale is unclear. Dnipropetrovsk, a mining and logistics hub, is harder to defend than other frontline regions as it is more rural and sparsely populated. The region had 3 million residents before the war. Dnipropetrovsk is bordered by 3 regions that are partially occupied by Russia. That include Donetsk, Kherson, and Zaporizhia. One of Russia's declared goals is capturing all 3 regions. It already occupies all but a sliver of a 4th region, Luhansk. The Russian Defense Ministry says its forces have captured the village of Zoria in Ukraine's Donetsk region. Now, according to the ministry, visuals purportedly showed Russian troops placing a Russian flag on a settlement in Zoria. The Russian Ministry of Defense released new images of what it says are refrigerated trucks carrying the bodies of dead Ukrainian soldiers to an exchange area on the Russian-Ukraine border as part of an exchange of prisoners and dead soldiers negotiated with Ukraine on the 2nd of June. The Russian army claims to have transferred 1,212 bodies so far, the first of 6,000 they agreed to hand over. Kiev says the exchange will take place next week, not this weekend. This comes as Russia continues to bombard Ukraine. Moscow unleashed a brutal wave of drone, missile and guided bomb attacks on the city of Kharkiv, killing at least 4 people and injuring over 60, including a baby. The strikes that started on Friday night and continued into Saturday evening triggered dozens of explosions in Ukraine's second largest city. Kharkiv is just a few dozen kilometers from the Russian border and has seen relentless fire since the start of the war. On Saturday evening, another wave of airstrikes hit Kharkiv's Central Park. One was a direct strike on the city's children's railway. At least 1 person was killed and 40 others were injured in that attack alone. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky condemned the attack, saying, "These are strikes for destruction of life."
In more than 11 years of Russia's war against us, against Ukraine, they have brought only one new thing to our land, and it is truly Russia's most common product, ruins and death. We must continue resisting this. I thank everyone around the world who is helping and taking action. We cannot allow any weakening of the pressure on Russia, neither the existing measures nor those in preparation. The Russians are preparing to continue the war and are ignoring all peace proposals. They must be held accountable.
Ані ті формати, що вже застосовані, ані ті способи тиску, що.
This comes as US officials anticipate that Russia will launch its full retaliation for the recent Ukrainian drone strike on Russian warplanes. Reports say a large-scale, multi-pronged attack is expected within days. Officials also said Moscow's attack will be asymmetrical, indicating that its approach and targeting may not mirror Ukraine's last weekend strike against Russia's military infrastructure and weapons. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.